Hello, I'm Tereza. Today I'll show you how to make blueberry and mascarpone entremet. My entremet consists of almond and lemon financier sponge cake, raspberry jelly, blueberry mousse, mascarpone mousse, violet mirror glaze, and white chocolate decoration. Almond and lemon financier sponge cake. First, I'll make financier sponge cake. To do that, I will put toasted almond flour, sifted powdered sugar and sifted flour into a bowl and stir with a whisk until combined. You can make toasted almond flour by placing almond flour onto paper-lined baking tray and baking it at 180 degrees centigrade, which is 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 10 minutes. Make sure you stir the flour every couple of minutes so it bakes evenly. Then I will add lemon zest, egg whites and melted butter and stir with a whisk until the mixture becomes uniform. I'll transfer the mixture onto 25 by 30 centimeters, which is 10 by 12 inches silicone mat, and spread it with my small spatula. I'll bake the mixture at 180 degrees centigrade, which is 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 8 to 10 minutes, and then I will remove it from the silicone mat. When my sponge cake cools down a bit, I will cut out a circle 14 centimeters, which is 5.5 inches in diameter. Then I will make a hole in the middle of the circle with 8 centimeters, which is about 3 inches round mold. Now I have sponge cake ring that will be the bottom of my entremet. Next thing I'm gonna do is make blueberry mousse that will be the insert of my entremet. To make blueberry mousse, I will soak gelatin in cold water. As soon as my gelatin softens, I will take it out and squeeze to get rid of the excess water. Then I will put blueberry puree and sugar into a bowl, stir well, and microwave it on high heat until the sugar dissolves. I'm gonna add soaked gelatin into the mixture and stir until it melts. I will leave this to cool down until it is lukewarm. While my blueberry puree is cooling, I will whip the cream. I'll pour it into a bowl of a stand mixer fitted with whisk attachment and mix on medium speed until soft peaks form. My blueberry puree has cooled to approximately 30 degrees centigrade, which is 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and now I will add it into cream whipped to soft peaks. I'll mix until the mixture becomes uniform. I've put my blueberry mousse into a piping bag without tip, and now I'll pour it into my insert mold, the smaller mold. I will shake it a little bit and then I will put it in the freezer until it completely freezes. Raspberry jelly. Now I'll make raspberry jelly. I'll soak the gelatin in cold water. As soon as my gelatin softens, I'll take it out and squeeze to get rid of the excess water. I will put sugar and pectin into a bowl and stir with a whisk. Then I'll put raspberry puree into a saucepan and heat it to about 50 degrees centigrade, which is 122 degrees Fahrenheit. At that point, I'll add sugar and pectin mixture into the puree and continue cooking until the mixture boils. I will allow it to boil for a couple of minutes, stirring constantly with a whisk, and then I'll remove it from the stove. I will add soaked gelatin and stir until it melts. I transferred the mixture into a measuring cup, and then I will pour it into the insert mold on top of the frozen blueberry mousse. I'll put everything back in the freezer until it sets. Mascarpone mousse. Now I will make mascarpone mousse. To do that, first I'm gonna soak gelatin in cold water. As soon as my gelatin softens, I'll take it out and squeeze to get rid of the excess water. I'll put cream into a bowl of a stand mixer fitted with whisk attachment and I'll mix on medium speed until soft peaks form. Then I'll put it in the fridge until needed. I've put mascarpone into a bowl and I'll microwave it until it becomes warm, about 40 degrees centigrade, which is 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I'll make pata bomb from egg yolks and sugar. I've placed egg yolks into a bowl of a stand mixer fitted with a whisk attachment, and now I will start mixing on medium speed. I'll put sugar and water into a saucepan and put the lid on. When the mixture boils, I'll remove the lid, insert the probe of my digital candy thermometer into the syrup, and continue cooking until it reaches 118 degrees centigrade, which is 245 degrees Fahrenheit. At that point, I'll pour the syrup over whipped egg yolks without turning off my mixer. Be very careful. If you pour hot syrup over the whisk while it is working, the syrup could splatter your hands or face and you could get serious burns. I will continue mixing until pata bomb cools down a bit. I've melted my gelatin in the microwave on low heat and now I'll add it to warm pata bomb mixture. Then I will add warm mascarpone into pata bomb and mix with a silicone spatula. Finally, I will mix in cream whipped to soft peaks. Assembly. To assemble my entremet, I will remove my frozen insert from the silicone mold. Then I will pour approximately 2/3 of the mascarpone mousse into the bigger silicone mold. I will stick my frozen insert in the middle of the mousse. I will pour some more mascarpone mousse on top of the insert and spread it with my small spatula. Then I'm gonna place my financier sponge cake ring in the middle and press it in. I will add some more mousse, smooth it with my small spatula and put everything in the freezer to set, preferably overnight. Violet mirror glaze. To make violet mirror glaze, I'll soak gelatin in cold water. As soon as my gelatin softens, I'll take it out and squeeze to get rid of the excess water. I'll put sugar and water into a saucepan and put the lid on. When the mixture boils, I'll remove the lid, add glucose syrup, and insert the probe of my digital candy thermometer into the syrup. When it reaches 103 degrees centigrade, which is 217 degrees Fahrenheit, I will remove it from the stove. I will pour hot syrup over sweetened condensed milk. I'll mix with a whisk, add soaked gelatin and continue mixing until it melts. Then I will add white chocolate and mix with immersion blender to emulsify. I have transferred my glaze into a measuring cup, and now I'll add a little bit of violet and pink coloring. I'll blend it with immersion blender. Then I'll cover it with cling film and leave in the fridge until tomorrow. White chocolate decoration. To make white chocolate decoration, I tempered my white chocolate, and now I will pour some on top of this piece of rubber mat. I will spread it using my small spatula. Then I'll put it into the baguette mold. I will put this in the fridge to set, and then I'll peel off the rubber from the chocolate. Glazing and decorating. I melted my glaze in the microwave on low heat until it reached 40 degrees centigrade, which is 104 degrees Fahrenheit, and left it to cool down to 35 degrees centigrade, which is 95 degrees Fahrenheit. I took my frozen entremet out from the mold and I've put it onto small mold. Now I'll pour the glaze on top of it. When the glaze drips off, I'll transfer it onto a cake board. I will stick some small pieces of white chocolate along the bottom of the cake. Finally, I will decorate the top of my entremet with chocolate decoration. There, my blueberry and mascarpone entremet is done. I hope that you liked my video and that it was informative and fun to watch. Until next time, my dear sweetness lovers, I wish you all the best, and remember, create sweetness all day long, because sweetness is happiness. See ya!